Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 56 of Weekly Replays with me, Hijack, and today I've got a double header of the Bourrasque Tier 8 Premium French Medium Tank. Today, starting us off on Airfield, we are in an all Tier 8 match. Well, no, we're in a Tier 8-7 match, so we're top tier. The Bourrasque was made available, I think it was in February or January, maybe it was even last year, I can't really exactly remember, but it was made available after a mission marathon event. So you finish the 10 stages of the marathon, you get the tank for free. And every previous stage, if you wanted to buy the tank, you'd get a corresponding 10% discount. So if you made it to stage 7, you could get the tank at 70% off, cash value, etc., etc. So I did manage to get to level 7 on the marathon. Now, marathons are not easy. They take a whole pile of work. But in this case, this tank was 150% worth it. The Bourrasque is a French medium tank, like I said, tier 8. It has a 2-shell autoloader with a clip maximum potential of 720 damage. So not super high. The alpha's about 390 on it or so, which is not bad for average. And it has about a 20-second reload for the entire clip. Now, the nice thing is there's a really short reload between shells in the clip. I think it's about 1.6, 1.7 seconds. I'd have to look exactly up. And, of course, the penetration is decent as well. Its stock ammo is APCR as well as its premium rounds. So it does have that little bit of wicked shell velocity that you get with the APCR shells. It does suffer from poor aim time, though. It is a little bit sluggish, but if you can get around that, which you'll, if you watch a lot of replays on YouTube and Google the Bourrasque, a lot of the top replay people have made it look super easy. Now, I've enjoyed this tank. I don't play it super well because I'm not like super great Unicom player, but I enjoy it well enough that I can have, in my opinion, decent matches, and these two replays that I'm going to show you today are probably two of the best matches that I've had so far in the Bourrasque. It has a very good carry potential if played properly. So as you can see, we're on the map Airfield, as I mentioned earlier. I've gone up to this ledge here from the north, sorry, from the left side spawn, which is a very common spot. A lot of people go. You can see I'm sharing it with this KB-122, who is getting in my way a little bit. Another downfall of this tank is it does not turn very well at all. It's very sluggish to turn. It's got the same turret as the EBR, but it turns like it has very bad turn radius. So you find yourself struggling when you get around to dealing with that. So I'm going to put 2 shots into that AMX 1375 and take him out of the match. I'm up to 1640 damage overall for the match. So pretty damn good if you ask me at this point. It has a very low profile, so it can get very nice, you can get very nice misses from people shooting at you because it is such a squat tank, very low profile. And like I said, it does maneuver, like turn radius is bad, but it does get some pretty good forward and reverse speeds here. And overall, it is a very well-balanced tank, I think. A lot of people will say that when they review this tank. Very well-balanced. You know, you've got your 2-shell autoloader, which is not bad, with a decent reload time on the full clip. And it's fast going forward and decently fast going reverse, but turning is not very great either. So you've got all these factors balancing out this tank to make it a very well-balanced tank. It's not overpowered in one aspect more than it is the other. Now, a lot of people will play this tank, and since I've gotten it from the Mission Marathon, a lot of people have played it really well. So getting a mark of excellence on it is very difficult. It does take some very good games to get that. Currently, for myself, I'm sitting at about, I think, 55-56%, and I've played over 200, so it's not easy at all. I've tried my best to do good, and a lot of times you just struggle to have good matches if you're a player like me. So you can see I'm just waiting for the reload. I had a perfect couple of shots go in on that AMX 65T, and now I've got some good shots aimed in on that T25-2, which I'm hoping to get in there. He goes dark, but I'm going to fire one, and I believe I'm going to fire the second. Yeah, I fire the second one, and it goes in, and I get the kill on a blind shot. So there we go. Second kill of the match now. So yeah, 1963 damage so far this match. And you can see the reload. You got to deal with that 20-second reload without, you know, it's just like another autoloader. You miss out on opportunities because you're reloading, but you do have to deal with that as you play. So I'm looking for shots on that T-34-100 who was in the middle, and I'm hoping he gets out there again. So the view range on this tank is amazing. That is one thing that is really, really good on it, is it has really a good view range and decent camo. So you can, I find myself spotting a whole lot of stuff. Now, I'm not getting much spotting assist on this map, but in the past, I've gotten almost as equal amount of spotting assist as I have normal damage. But that's just me, I guess, just the way I play it. I think for equipment, I've got vert stab, gun laying drive, and coated optics, which helps with the view range. Now, I believe I did show you a replay where I did really well in the Bourrasque on a previous video, but I ended up killing myself by driving off the cliff here on an airfield. So there was one shot that missed, one shot that didn't miss on that E25, and you can see I took a shot in return on that T-34-100. But I'm up to 2,307 damage now, so we're still doing good. We're still holding our own. Game is fairly tied. We're down only by one tank, and I'm just waiting for my reload to go. There's the E25. He's popped back up, and he's going to take a shot. One shot, and he dies. So I didn't even get the second shot off. Now I'm holding off my reload on this point. I could go for a reload, but shell management, again, in autoloaders is definitely an important thing. So I did go for the reload at that point. I've only got 9 shells remaining, which is an odd number, so eventually that might come to bite me in the ass as I get stuck reloading a 1 shell instead of 2. Reloading your whole clip, whether it's 1 shell or not, or 2 shells, or if you have a 4 shell autoloader and it's 3 shells or whatever, takes the same amount of time as if you were loading the full clip. So it's always something to keep in mind when you do play those autoloaders. You got to manage your shells. Make sure that if you're loading a clip, you're loading a full clip every single time. So you can see here we're trying to get angles on the Scorpion G, who's way far back. And I'm looking here, we got the AMX-65T versus the IS-2 all by themselves. There's that T-103 in the back, so I'm a little leery about leaving this ledge. What am I planning to do, though? We're going to see the 65T is only at 16% health, which is not that much. So I'm going to give that IS-2 some help. He went down the middle, so I'm going to try circling. I'm thinking about circling anyways. E25 is going to YOLO in for me, so any spotting he's going to get spotted by, he's going to hit him first. 65T gets killed by the E25, so that's okay. So now it's just the T-103 now on the back ledge there, and then we've won the entire northern half of the map, which gives us good map positioning to follow up further in the game. So the E25 is just going up. I keep getting spotted, so I know that T-103 is still there on that ledge. He hasn't been spotted yet, but I'm a little leery about moving up. There he is. He's spotted. E25 is going to distract him for a bit, and I'm going to just pop up. No shot because he moved behind the rock, so let's see what else we can do. We've got the T-34. Oh, no, we got an IS. So he's going to smash me for 410. I bounced my first shot. I've got one more left in the clip, and I happen to take him out with that shot for 44 damage. So I'm now up to 2,707 damage. Now it's time to take on the enemy Bourrasque and the T-34-100, who are on this side of the map, the south end of the map. So, gotta pay attention here. Gotta be careful. I don't have a whole lot of hit points. I'm a 1 shot for the Bourrasque for sure, and probably 1.5 for the T-34-100. Depends if anybody low rolls or high rolls. So, looking at the map, the T-34-100 is dead, so it's just on to the Bourrasque, who I saw coming down this bottom edge here of the map on the coastline. Panther and the 110 are up there. So I'm going to poke over this edge here. I do not see him, but I'm going to drop down. He's not spotted behind me, so he is really close. He's probably just tucked in behind. There he is. He's spotted us on the ramp. He's got his back to me. Boom! Taking him out. That's kill number 4. And I'm up to 3,000 damage. So far, so good. 1 tank remaining, and that is the Scorpion G. Are we going to get there in time? I have 9 shells left. I've switched over to the premium rounds now to make sure that I never have issues with my shell management. I can hold on to the most amount of shells that I have. And the Udezo 3 is going to see if he can spot that Scorpion G. So let's see, do we get any more damage in the map? Let's see, we're going to go straight up the middle here. See what we can do. I carefully dodge the cap. The mobility on this tank just is so great. It does get slow when it gets into obstacles, like as you can see here, I slowed right down. And the Udezo 3 has gone all the way around, and he didn't find the Scorpion G. But there he is. He did find the Scorpion G, but he's in the wrong position to shoot him. So I'm going to pop out, and I fire one shot. He killed the Scorpion G, so I'm going to try and get the second shot in, and we take him out of the match. Let's take a look at the end plates. So that was a Master Badge First Class, my first one in the Bourrasque, as well as Fighter for the 5 kills, and Fire for Effect for doing twice my damage. And I must have had a couple of blind shots in there because the total output was 4,158 points of damage. Let's go take a look at the second replay. Alright, replay number 2. We are on the map Glacier, and I am platooned with my good friend Sputnik RSS, who is playing in the T69, and it is a tier 8 and 7 match once again. So, what are we going to do on this map? Well, other than get hit by that 1375? I don't know. I like to go spot the center ridge over on F5. See if I can get some early spots on the fact that their heavies are going to be crossing across the 765 lines. But I like to go up here. I do have the ability to get a little bit of gun depression over this pop. So I pop up, and there we go. We spotted their King Tiger. So first one bounces off the back of his engine deck. Second one puts one into his backside. You can see Sputnik RSS has also joined me on there and has managed to track the King Tiger and proceed to do only one shot of damage, 2 shots of damage, my mistake, on the King Tiger, who is still tracked. So I'm waiting for the reload, hoping I can get the reload in before he repairs his track. Going hull down a little bit to see if I can get in there. Replay repair's done, and I'm aimed in, so one shot. Fully aimed a second shot and take the King Tiger out of the match. He did not have fun on this map. So we're going for the reload again, and the T71 CMCD is keeping us spotted here on the center ridge. Sputnik RSS has put some shots downrange into the 50 TP, but he's not having very good luck. I can just hear him swearing over Discord right now at the gun handling of the T69. I know it is a tank he did not really enjoy playing. So, playing this spot on Glacier can sometimes pay off really well. As you can see, there's a shot into the 50 TP, but it bounced. This gun does have some mediocre accuracy at times and can be quite a letdown, especially with only the 2 shells. If you miss both, you're kind of in a lot of trouble, especially if you get caught in a position where you have no escape. The mobility, gun depression, everything about this tank, I do really like. It is really well balanced, as I said. So there's one shot onto the T25 AP, or sorry, AT, so I've held onto the second shell, hoping he's going to pop back around the corner. Am I going to go for the reload? Or is he going to wait? I might wait a second. Oh, there we go. Just throw it downrange into where he was last spotted, but he's no longer there. So, the enemy's got some guys going up the Mountain Pass Road in the south K area, so we'll keep our eye on there. But so far, 1 kill and 1,161 points of damage, and I've only fired 1 or 2 clips. So there's the 50 TP. I made a mistake. I don't know what I was thinking there, but took a tracking shot for 0 damage, so I got really lucky at that point. And the setter decides to pop me for 129 points of damage, so that is not good, but I stuck on the reload. But we don't want to let that 50 TP get up the ramp to the aircraft carrier, because that would just be bad news for the heavies along the heavy pass there. Hoping to get some shots over on the Bourrasque, nothing but there. He's hidden behind, so we've got this 50 TP who is on the ramp, and I should have some spotting assist to get shots on him. Bourrasque is tucked in behind the rocks. You can see both Sputnik, RSS, and myself are aiming over there, hoping to get some shots. There's the Lance and C. I put a shot downrange. I think that was... No, I did hit him. Even though that was a weird one. That did not look like it hit at all. There's the Bourrasque. And yeah, he tucks himself in behind the rocks there too, so we were unable to get any shots on him. Now it's time for us to get a reload, and we're worried about those 2 tanks on the base area. But obviously I'm still thinking about... I don't know what I'm thinking at this point. Yep, so I'm going to go back and see if I can't help defend the base. I got shots if they come down that ramp, so I'm going to take both shots there and then go for the reload, because I should be reloaded by the time they pop out. Maybe I would have had a blind shot on that Bourrasque, but you never know. So here you can see going up the hill slope there is not too bad, but it's not great. This thing does not have a whole lot of horsepower, and getting up a slope like that does kind of suck. I've got 8 shells left in my tank. Put 1 shot into the Bourrasque, taking him out. Put the 2nd shot into the Lanson, taking him out. So there's 2 more kills easily enough. And I took 1 shell in exchange from the IS-2 just off the start there. The IS-2S. So I'm going to go for the reload, and we're going to see about hitting that 50 TP in the setter on the ramps. Let's see what we can do with this. The T-71 is there. What can we do? Need to play this careful. We're at just over half the hit points, and the match is even at 6 apiece. What can we do? So, in this kind of map, you want to make sure that you stay alive as long as possible, because the longer your tank lives, the better you can do. You can see I took out 2 tanks there in short order that were already weakened off. So we're trying to stay alive. You can see the Sputnik RSS is not doing that very well. He's down to like 1% of his health. What can we do? That 50 TP is really causing a lot of havoc, keeping the middle pin down. So we're gonna go and see what we can spot for this the tanks on the 8-9, the 6-8-9. So Sputnik RSS manages to spot the the P43 Tur. I believe he gets taken out really quickly here by the 50 TP with a shot from the ramp. There we go. And now I can get shots. And you can see the accuracy on this thing seems to do better when you don't aim fully at times. It's really kind of weird. So now I'm on the reload, so I have to reposition to get to a slightly better angle. Maybe something that's not quite so visible. The 50 TP is now killed our IS, and he's now free to roam out in the south side, or the west side of the center there. So I'm going to see what I can do for spotting. He's just behind, he's tucked himself in behind that little crevice. There's that gap there in the middle, and he's tucked himself in right behind that. That's why I don't have a visual on him right now. But the P43 is going to pop over. I'm going to put 1 shot into him. He's managed to bounce one off the T69. And the Stayer is being asked to go hit the 50 TP. I've got 1 shell left in the clip and 3 left in the magazine for this tank, so I have 1 more full loadout of shots. I'm going to take 1 shot on the 50, and I shoot, and he's already dead, so Sputnik RSS took him out before. So now I'm on the reload. Might as well switch to the premium rounds at this point. We are down by 1 tank. It's time to think about pushing the mountain pass where the E25 is and go up around and around and see what we can do, because those 2 guys are still over there. There's the IS-2S. Parked himself way in the back. We've got this P43 to worry about, as well as that STRV S1 who's sitting there. So I put 1 shot in for a track for 0. The E25 is pushing him. I hit him for another 356, and the E25 manages to keep him pinned so that the Stayer takes him out. The P43 manages, oh no, sorry, Artie managed to kill Sputnik RSS in his T69, and it's now 10 versus 11 for score. Our Lorraine Artie, what? I just noticed this. What is he doing up there? I have no idea. Blind shot under that IS-2S. The Scorpion, or sorry, the setter kills our Artie, who had managed to make his run He's YOLO run up and around the map. It's now 10 to 13, so 2 versus 5. What is going to happen at this point? I'm on 3 kills, 3,258 damage, half my health. There's the P43 Tur. I gotta play this cagey because I don't want to take any damage. Setter bounces. P43 fires wide, and I fire way wide on that one too. So I'm looking for the P setter, looking for a target. Got to hit something. One more left in the clip. Already splashes me for 100 damage, and I managed to hit the rock on that P43 Tur. So I'm reloading, trying to make sure I've got time for Artie, but Artie will be loaded before I am able to reload. P43 Tur goes dark. Stayer is moving up to the middle. This is where this map is going to get difficult. P43 Tur missed a shot. I'm now spotted. About missed one. Setter hits me again. Missed a second shot. Oh my god, what am I doing? Get out of there. Move! 2 shots left. I got 4 rounds of APCR. 2 in the premium rounds, 2 regular, and 4 HE. And then I'm totally out. Managed to sneak away from spotting range on the P43 Tur. I put one into the Tur, get some tracked. I get spotted again, and I managed to sneak one over the top of the snowbank, taking him out. 4 kills, 3,645 damage with only 2 APCR shells left. Artie splashes me again. I'm now down to 267 hit points. The Scorpion gets spotted over by our base. The Stayer is still in the match at full health. I need to figure out what I'm going to do, because the Scorpion is now the current major target, being at the most hit points. I know the IS-2S has at least half his hit points left, and the Setter, I think, is down to 1 or 2 shots. But hey, I've only got 6 shells remaining total. I've switched over to the HE shells. I've got 2 full clips of that. I let the Stayer know that I'm reloading. We're 2 versus 4. What are we going to do? Scorpion G gets spotted. I put 1 shot into him. Put the second shot into him. Oh, I only put 1 shot into him. He must have got on fire or something. Yeah, he got on fire, and he dies. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so it's now 1 versus 3, because he decided to kill the Stayer for some reason. I've got 2 APCR shells left, and 3 HE versus 3 targets. I've got 5 shells for 3 targets. I cannot miss. So, 1 versus 3. Gotta be... this is where you think, for strategy, it's really important to make sure that you be on the defensive. Because if I push, it's not going to work. Why I'm trying to go up the slope, I have no idea. But I decide against it. Knock down a tree, which is always nice, right? Let the enemy know where they can look. But I'm trying to stay concealed in these trees, because the enemy right now has numbers. So their whole strategy would be to push into the base and at least cap it. Because then, if they're capping, I'll know where at least one of their tanks are. So there's only so many avenues of attack for them to defend from. At least this is my thinking. I could be totally out to lunch at this point for strategy, but this is what I'm thinking right now. I'm at 4,222 points of damage and 5 kills, 349 assists, 5 shells left. 1 versus 3. What is the enemy going to do? We have 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the match. Can we hold on for the win? Only time will tell. Setter's a fast tank. S51 artillery is not fast, and the IS-2S is not fast either. Question is how much health do all of them have? And am I going to get out of this alive? It becomes a waiting game at this point. What am I going to do? What's the enemy going to do, actually? We're down to the final 2 minutes of the match. Could it be a draw? Are they going to not push and we're going to get a draw out of this? I do not know. Well, I do know, but I don't remember at this very moment. One minute 45. Still haven't seen anybody yet. If the setter pushes in behind me, I wouldn't see him. If he pushes in down the one line, he could come in behind me without me. By the time I see him, it would be too late. 1 minute 30 remaining. I spot the IS-2S. He's got 20% hit points. He's got 1 shell remaining. I managed to take him out. I've got 1 shell left in the magazine. I wasn't spotted. It's now 1 versus 2. This match is now even closer than it was before. 1 minute remaining in the match. What am I going to do? 4,459 points of damage, 6 kills, so securing the top gun. I believe it is still my only top gun that I've managed in this tank. 54 seconds remaining. What are we going to do? Where is that setter? Why is he not pushing into the cap? I've moved up here a bit so I can get some more view range, hoping that I can spot somebody. 40 seconds. I think this is going to end in a draw. I've only got 4 shells left. I'm still loading on the HE. There's the setter. He gets spotted. I get spotted. I'm going to rush in, and he already kills me at the last 20 seconds remaining on the clock. What a good match, but a heartbreaking finish. So at the end of it all, again, it was a Master Batch First Class with the Bruiser, Arsonist, and Duelist, as well as Fire for Effect, High Caliber, and a Top Gun. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do these each and every Sunday, so please click the subscribe and the bell icon in the YouTube video there, and get subscribed and notified of whenever I release a new video. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 Mountain Time to 11 p.m. Mountain Time, so 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. And I hope to see you then. Take care.